Hi, it's Jennifer with Pilates Back and Joint Exercise. So I had a video on, it was about 15 minutes long, on how to avoid or kind of help your sciatic pain and piriformis syndrome. So I'm going to break this one down into the 5 best exercises to avoid sciatic pain. So don't do these when you're in pain per se, but if you have a tendency for sciatic pain, they would be good to do to stave it off. So we're going to start on our back and fold the legs into what we call a tabletop position, or a 90 and 90. Now, if you're not comfortable here, you can slide your hands under your hips to support your back a little bit, but ultimately we want to keep a little space, the natural curve in the lumbar spine. And begin just extending. You're going to flatten and lengthen the spine into the mat as you extend the leg from the core. So what we're doing is just developing core strength in a neutral spine. So not flattening, but in that natural, neutral position. So I'm flattening and lengthening the front of me. You don't want to feel any puckering in the lower abdomen here. And I'm just keeping the core support in the lumbar spine. You can challenge yourself a little more. This one I call the dead bug, so we'll extend the opposite arm and leg. And again, take your time. If you can't keep your rib cage, your middle rib cage, on the mat as you're extending, don't go as far, so you can reach up at a higher diagonal with the leg. But ultimately, the lower you go, the more work it's going to be, and you're going to develop nice, strong, deep lower abdominals. So that's the first exercise. The second will lie on our side, and it's a clamshell. We'll fold the legs up so the knees are lined up, the feet are lined up, and the hips are stacked with some space at the waist here. So I'm going to keep my pelvis still and just open that top leg and squeeze it out. Now if I go too far, you can see how the pelvis rotates open. So I want to keep that hip alignment and that length in the waist, so a little bit of lift off the bottom of the floor there. And you can add this with the heels lifted to challenge yourself a little more, and then you can take it into lifting the knee and ankle all at once, so you can progress with these exercises. And open. And again, no movement in the pelvis helps strengthen the piriformis. So if you sit a lot, that can a lot of times cause the sciatic pain. So we want to develop those big butt muscles so we don't end up with sciatic pain and piriformis syndrome. So let's turn over. And I'm going to flip around this way on the stomach. So that was the second exercise. The third is a prone or tummy down extension. So I'm going to start, just keep the feet long. Inhale, hollow the pelvis, and exhale, pressing up. So I'm just going to start to my elbows and allow my rib cage, kind of release the buns so you're not squeezing there, and allow the ribs and the chest to move forward so you get some nice extension in the back. Inhale again, hollow the pelvis, exhale, and maybe this time I can come up a little higher. Again, release the buns. I find myself squeezing them, so I'm going to release them. And again, draw the abs up and in from the front of you, not by squeezing the buns from the back. So wherever you're comfortable, to the elbows or coming up a little higher. And again, feeling the chest wide, your bottom relaxed, your chest and your ribs reaching forward, up and forward, and then down. And so I'm going to come down. That was the third exercise, the prone extension. And the fourth one is just an alternating leg extension, leg and hip extension. So again, as I inhale, I'm going to lengthen and hollow the pelvis, lengthen the spine, hollow the pelvis, and then just alternate an extension through the hip and the lumbar spine. There's a little bit there as well. So the hip bones, notice my hip bones are not coming off the mat, so they're staying on the mat, but I am lifting up through the thigh, but here's my hip bone and it's staying on the mat. Inhale, extend, exhale, lower, and just keep alternating. Your head can be resting down on your forearms here. So you want to feel this, this head to tailbone lengthening and nice and stable there. Okay, fourth exercise. So now we're on to the fifth. We're going to come up to kneeling. Fingers spread wide, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. So neutral spine, again, means we have that natural curve in the lumbar, but I'm still drawing or narrowing the hip bones in the front to keep some abdominal support. Slide the right leg, the heel away, and the leg's just going to come up parallel to the floor and fold it under. And then the opposite. Now, if you feel stable there, you can challenge yourself and extend the opposite arm. And again, we're just going for parallel here. Inhale. The hip bones stay level with the floor. So no tilting, no twisting like this. So nice and long, lengthen the spine, press the heel, press the arm. So you're reaching strongly from the core of your body. Inhale and exhale. And go through about 5 to 10 reps on each side. And you can just finish with a little stretch back here. So that's your 5 exercises to avoid sciatic pain and piriformis syndrome. Thank you.